once again between Summer and Andy. I'm Mel in the middle, but I'm going to put them, so to speak, in the middle with questions from the Ultimate Issues Hour on Dennis Prager.
Wow.
Now, here are the questions. Which question has more moral punch? What is the price for leaving, as in Afghanistan? Or the question, how long are we going to be there? Reason why I say that, we would constantly hear a reason for leaving Afghanistan had to do with, we've been there long enough. How long are we going to be there? But the question that I can't let go of that he asked was, what is the price for leaving? I never really thought about that question until he asked it. And then when he put it in the context of which question has more moral punch, to me, the question of what is the price for leaving has the greater moral punch than how long are we going to be there.
I love this question. I love this question because I think it is diddly squat to do with Afghanistan and everything to do with in general, right? It's a question that we should be asking all the time and wherever we are. Like, right? And we get frustrated at church, we get frustrated at work, we get frustrated at home, we get frustrated anywhere.
That's true.
Marriage.
So
Marriage.
practical,
Oh,
Mel.
wow.
Mel, this is a great question.
I didn't.
Right?
Andy, you're right. The application.
I didn't know we were going backwards,
It's
Mel.
because Mel, I think of everything applicational. So I'm listening to you ask this question. I'm thinking this has nothing to do with Afghanistan, everything to do with life, right? Which question? Like, these are the questions that people are asking Mel right now. They're listening and they're going, I want to quit my job. I want to quit my marriage. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want new siblings. I want whatever. They're looking at this whole thing, right? And what are they saying? Right? They're saying, Which one of these is more? Which am I going to get more in trouble for? Do I stay in a bad marriage, right? Do I stay in a bad marriage, or am I morally more in trouble if I leave without the condition of adultery that gets me out of it, right?
Oh.
Right. So we're asking these questions. Which one has the bigger moral punch? So repeat for me the two questions again.
The question, number one, what is the price for leaving?
Mm-hmm.
Question number two, how long are we going to be there?
Right. So I think most people are paying attention to the first question. What's the price for leaving?
Mm-hmm.
Right? They want to know. They go to their pastor, hey, well, what happens if I do this? If I quit my job, if I quit my marriage, if I quit this, what's the price? What's the moral price? Is God going to be mad at me? Is God going to hate me? Right?
Or just do it, repent once, and start over.
That's it. There's the answer.
Repent once and start over, as in?
Marriage. Just leave. Repent. You're done. Is that not true?
Repent.
Ooh, this is a very
Ooh,
simplistic
boy.
question. Now.
Get divorced, repent, and move on. Because
No.
God's not keeping a record of wrongs. And you repented. And if you mean it because it's a horrible marriage or something, and you're like, well, I just gotta go, I can't take it anymore. And you really are sorry for leaving, but you gotta just do it. Why not? Do it. Repent. Be done.
I know,
Move on.
but I know it's a theoretical question for me.
Put it into context, Mel, of Afghanistan. Like, isn't it the same type of thing? Like, we've been there 20 years,
Yeah.
right? Don't we just finally get tired of the whole thing, pull the plug, say we're sorry, and move on to the next thing?
And I think that has been the question that people have been asking more than the price
Yep.
for leaving. And I feel like now...
Because we're short-sighted.
Yes, we are short-sighted.
Look at that.
We are.
Dumb.
Man, this is great.
We are definitely,
dialogue.
but we're short-sighted in everything because we ask the wrong questions, right?
Right.
Yes.
Like, it's all about morally. Which one am I going to get more in trouble for? Like what kind of what kind of Christianity is built on, hey, here are my two choices, which one morally am I going to get more in trouble for? Shouldn't the question be, how do I be Christ-like in Afghanistan?
No, the real question is which one has more consequences that I don't want to deal with. That's the truth.
And that's exactly what they did on their whiteboard, right?
Because in
They were
God's
the
eyes, you're not going to
consequences.
get in more trouble either way, right? Sin is sin is sin is sin, right? None of them are unforgivable sins. So in God's eyes, it's really which one's less messy for me.
Ooh, that's what we've been talking. You've heard that all over the news.
That's it.
Heard that all over
That's
the
all that
news.
matters.
Yeah.
So you just suddenly got in the middle, Mel.
I did.
See, you think you're shiesty here, but between
know.
us, you're just dumb.
Oh,
Sorry.
that was
It's
so
just-
good. I gotta hand it to Andy though. Summer.
He did. He
the
flipped
way
I
he
know.
flipped that.
He's
That was
ultra
so
shyster.
good.
See?
So good.
So every
But-
time you're like annoyed with me, again, you said it earlier, I have good counsel. He taught me all the shiesty I know. Well, maybe not all of it, but
or refined it.
maybe.
Maybe I just dug it out.
Or just added
revealed it.
some new shiesty on there.
Yeah.
Oh.
So Mel, we look at this topic, right?
Yep.
We look at this Afghanistan. You specifically said Afghanistan.
Yeah.
You made it bigger so that people who
That was
don't have a clue
good.
what we're talking
That was
about
good, though.
can relate to us, right? But when we go back to Afghanistan, right? Where should we land as Christians? Do we support pulling out, leaving people to whatever it is, or do we support continually putting our own people in harm's way in a war that doesn't seem like it's ever going to end? Right? To people who may or may not, like what it looks like right now is that the Afghani people were depending on us, right, to protect them, save them, provide for them. They don't want to do it on their own.
That's true.
So you could look at this and you could say, we really were signing up for 40, 50, 60, 100 years of us providing for them because they don't want to do it on their own. Where is the moral line of where we say,
You're on your own.
you need to be on meat, not on milk? Where is the line of we say, you ought to be able to stand on your own 2 feet? Where's the line where Paul encourages and says, run the race in such a way as to win?
Right.
Right? Like you need to be about this.
Yeah, but yes, but that's not how we set it up. We went into their house,
Yeah.
right? And we said, "Here's what we're gonna do."
Ye-
We took charge, and we set up a system where they could just do that.
Sure. They were
So
dependent upon
then
us.
all of a sudden we're just gonna snap our fingers and adios, you're on your own. Good luck. Like we crippled them in a way, saved them yet crippled them. Like
I would agree.
And now it's well, I said at lunch we talked about it, and I said that was just mass murder. I think what they just did, it's just mass murder. Because
Yeah.
it's
And-
utter chaos, and there's so many.
Exactly.
You can't just. That's insanity.
Right.
That's
And
not
I-
even how you do it.
And that's why I think people were asking the question. That's the question I kept hearing. How long are we going to be there? And I got sucked into that question. You're right. But when Prager asked the question, what's the price for leaving? Ooh,
Right.
there's a
But I
whole
agree, you
different
should leave.
take. It was a whole different take because there was stability and neutralization there. That is neutralizing the Taliban element. No, it wasn't conquered. No, that nation didn't develop into a Jeffersonian republic, which would be foolish to think that they would.
Right.
But there was that sense of stability for people, and the advancement of the gospel took place during that time.
Yeah. So I liken it. So follow my object lesson. See if
Okay.
you can make any sense out of this.
Okay.
Because it's going to be a sheep one, right?
Okay.
So, all right. So Jesus gave the parable, right, of the man who leaves the 99, gets the one, right? A lot of times when shepherds went to get the one, right, the one had wandered away multiple times probably. A lot of times they would break the lamb's leg so that it could not wander around. Like it would become dependent upon the shepherd, right? So then the shepherd, by doing that act, the shepherd is signing up for, I got to take care of you, right? Until the leg heals, until you can do this on your own, until you can figure that out, right? So when we do, like Afghanistan was a country that was running on its own. After 9/11, we went in there, decided we were going to stop terrorism right at its roots because we didn't want it to come to our shores anymore. Right? So we, in effect, we broke the leg of Afghanistan. They were a country that was running. There was law, there was order. It was chaotic. It was not, but everybody knew what to expect. We go in, we break the leg, we take care of the Afghani people, right? And then the question becomes, okay, when do I stop feeding the lamb as if it has a broken leg because it doesn't any longer, and let it go out and let it fend for itself, let it do these things, right? And I think that's been the problem with this, with Afghanistan, is we introduced a way of life. I love what you said. We introduced a capitalism democracy over there, right, that they never had before.
Yeah.
Right? They didn't have to live that way. So when do we say, okay, you got to stand on your own?
See, this to me is funny. Like, I think, like, this is if, like, we came out right now, and said, welfare no longer exists. I push the button and all checks stop at this exact moment. You're on your own.
Right. Same
In the United
concept.
States of America, that's it. Hope you got your last penny.
Yep.
No more. Ever, it's deleted.
It's up to you states as to what you want to do with it.
What kind of chaos at this
Good
point?
erupt.
Because we didn't do it the right way.
Yep.
We
Right.
set up a horrible system. Now people live off it.
Yep.
They celebrate their 18th birthdays in some communities because they can get their welfare check when they turn 18, right? So you're gonna just delete. You just deleted like an entire
Right. Although
system of living.
Yeah. Could that be done in a gradual process?
You'd have to because we implemented it in a gradual process.
Yes, correct. It was
Right.
introduced
As
in a
not
gradual
this.
way.
Right.
But what would our responsibility? Like, we all want. There's a lot of us that want the dependency upon the government to lessen. Right? What's the moral responsibility? Do we elect a president that's going to push the button and say stop, like Summer just said? Do we elect a president that says, hey, we didn't get here, in a moment. We're not going to get away from this in a moment. We need to gradually get somewhere with this.
But we're short-sighted. Because every conservative that I know would say, yeah, we want the president that's going to push the stop button on welfare. I'm not paying for that anymore. We shouldn't be doing this. Everybody's 100% against welfare on a conservative side. And we would say, yeah, we're going to elect this guy right now. But then he pushes the button and we're like, oh, crap. Oh, just like, get rid of Cuomo, get rid of Cuomo, get rid of Cuomo. And then he's gone and we're like, oh, crap.
Yeah.
It could be worse than Cuomo.
Because now Hochul
We're
is-
short-sighted.
Yeah, because Hochul is trying to introduce, from what I
Nightmare.
hear,
Nightmare.
mask mandates.
I mean,
for
forget that.
schools.
That's the least of our
But
worries.
yeah, I know.
She's the least of that mask thing's the least of our worries. But it's like we're short-sighted. We're
Yes.
just like, this is what we should have right now, and that's it. And okay, yes, that may be true, but we're not thinking of how to do it right, and
Right.
then how to back it up.
And see, here's the question. When I hear how long is it going to be or how long we're going to be there, I feel that one more. Whereas the question about what is the price for leaving, I think about that.
Yep.
But the feelings often
Offset.
offset
Right.
what we think.
Yeah. And again, we're an entire culture that's based on that.
Yes.
We're based on
Correct.
reacting to feelings, not thinking about what. Look at all this stuff on the police stuff. Now people are going, wait. Like, this is no fun not having police officers.
Yeah, get rid of all the
having people
cops,
to
and then
take-
wait, hang on, I can't call the cops
Exactly.
when I need it.
Yep.
Exactly. That was purely emotional.
So dumb.
They didn't think that
So
through.
dumb, so dumb.
So, well,
No
I
bueno.
think we covered those questions really well.
That was fantastic.
Thanks to the application that Andy flipped right on me.
Because we want
Andy
Mel.
flippin' Frud.
That's right. That's what we need to get. Mel, we want you to be in the middle.
It's good.
The show's Mel in the middle.
Oh, yes.
That's the
Oh.
show.
So we're going to have to save the other set of questions next time on Mel in the Middle.